I had a chance to stop by and check out the town of Lampasas while I was heading up from Austin into Fort Worth. And I had a good amount of gigs playing music around Austin and the Hill Country area, and looking forward to a healthy amount of gigs up there in the Fort Worth area. Lampasas is a Texas town located 75 miles northwest of Austin, and its population is approaching 8,000 people. It's considered to be a part of the Texas Hill Country, but it's just at the edge of the Hill Country where it begins to turn into plains and grassland prairies. And the town's modern origins go back to 1850, and a lot of the history here was based on the mineral springs of the area. Sulphur Creek in particular, and they have Hancock Springs Pool today where people can go and get in the water. But back then, the springs attracted Native American tribes and Spanish explorers in the 18th century, and word was getting around about their healing properties. And it evolved into a resort-like atmosphere around the springs as health seekers came out here and tourists, especially once they had a hotel set up and then they had an opera house here in the late 19th century. This place did have a bit of a Wild West energy about it, and they had a strong cowboy culture, and so they had somewhat frequent gunfights happening, and at one point they had 36 different saloons here. Lampasas became a hub for commerce and culture in central Texas around the time that the railroad arrived in 1872. That's when many of the stone buildings that you see were built around this historic downtown area. But then they moved the railroad further west in the mid-1880s, and it somewhat stabilized the area as a regional trading center. Today, Lampasas is regarded as close-knit and friendly and a small town with a lot of community. They do have a lot of family activities here and community events and annual festivals like the Spring Hoe Festival that comes up the second full week of July, and the Urban Art Fest and Christmas on the Creek. In terms of arts, the town is known for having a lot of public art out there, including murals, and they've got the Hannah Springs Sculpture Garden. They also have the world's largest Spur. And you could have a pretty good little walk around this historic downtown square, and that's the footage that I've been showing here, where you can find a lot of interesting places and antiques and restaurants. They do have a couple places walking around here that feature live music, the first one being Lampasas Beer Market, and then walking a little bit from there you can find Saloon 37, which also features live music. On my way out of town, I stopped at the really popular Storms Drive-In, where you can get a Storms special with double cheese. And then I made my way down the road towards Fort Worth.
We're the sons of the Judah. We're the sons of the Buddha. We know God created border towns, but he never put the borders down. So we live like we are flying, like the money's multiplying, and the energy comes from the sun in a never-ending flow.
Thanks for checking out this video. I'm posting all about touring around Texas and the music scene around Texas. So if you click on my channel, you can find those thumbnails and see which of those topics are interesting to you. Check out the thumbnails that are popping up on the screen if you want to learn more about these Texas cities and neighborhoods and musical things happening around here. Thanks for checking out this video, and thank you for your support.